Update. He cheated. He really cheated. Original post. I'm on mobile and typing through my tears. Yesterday, I, 26 female, got a hey girly DM from an old college friend, Gina, 27 female, about my husband Rick, 28 male. As far as I knew, she was living a different city, but apparently she moved to our city like 8 months ago. She sent me screenshots of their messages and their sexts, and had selfies of them after they hooked up. I've been busy at work and admittedly not spending as much time at home, but he's the love of my life, and I never thought he could do something like this. I confronted Rick and he admitted it right away. He said it was supposed to be a one-time thing. He and Gina met up for dinner when she moved, but things progressed, so they started dating. Yes, dating. She had no idea about me. He doesn't post me on his socials because his online presence is dedicated to his personal fitness business. So she just assumed he was a fit, handsome, single guy? He never mentioned me once. It was only when Gina started mentioning marriage and kids that Rick got nervous and dodgy and mentioned trouble with his ex-wife if they were to get married. The ex-wife, being me, his wife of 4 years. Drum roll, she's 3 months pregnant. Thinking they were exclusive, she hasn't slept with anyone else, which means the baby is his. She Googled my name and found out that not only were we together, we were freaking married. 4 years of marriage, 3 more years of dating, down the drain. I told Rick to get the heck out, and he tried to argue, but he knew he had no chance. He's staying at a friend's house, and after lurking on Reddit for so long, I texted him my entire reason for kicking him out, and he sent an apology reply admitting to everything, so I have it all in writing. I'm still messaging Gina. She feels totally awful about the whole situation, and I really feel for her. We've actually become close in the last day or two, as weird as that sounds, but we're both in the middle of some trauma, and leaning on each other has helped. I'm leaving him if that wasn't clear. Gina has also said she wants nothing to do with Rick, except child support. I texted him to come over tomorrow to talk, and he said he would, and I contacted a lawyer this morning and sent her everything I have. She replied after about 2 hours and said this case wouldn't be a problem. Basically, it was a slam dunk. She also offered to mention the case to a colleague in family court, but Gina hasn't made her mind up about that yet. She's just as overwhelmed about this as I am. I'm just grateful I didn't have kids with this son of a bitch, and I'm still young and hot while Rick's a gross cheating cheater. Anyway, not really looking for advice here. I'm aware of my way forward, just wanted to get this off my chest. Now for the top advice before reading the updates. I wish you a safe and glorious reintroduction to singlehood. Be happy. The thought of being back in the dating pool is hard, but he always said how lucky he was to have me, and I internalized that. I'm more confident than ever being single after all this time. I doubt Gina isn't going to accept his apologies. There's a child involved. Don't get too close to her or tell her anything of substance. Yes, be careful. If she's not ready to talk with a lawyer at this point, she may end up marrying him after your divorce is finalized. She'll probably argue that she really hates his guts, but everyone makes mistakes, and her baby deserves to grow up with 2 parents, so she'll give it a try for the baby's sake. How do I know? Let's just say that I dealt with that for over a decade at a prior job. No matter how much they claim to hate him, they'll sacrifice and keep the dude, so baby won't grow up without a father. Oh yeah, you better believe he will be working both sides to see who's stupid enough to take him back. And looks like it's not OP. Just let the baby mama backstabber know that you lose him like you get him. Good for you, although I'd be wary of trauma bonding his baby mama. You're cultivating a situation where you're going to be a part of his affair child's life. Wish her well and be on your way. There's so many other people out there to get support from apart from his literal affair partner, regardless of her guilt. What, are you gonna help plan her baby shower and hold her hand during birth? Good luck, man. May he have a miserable life. That's such a good point. I think for now it's okay, but I'll certainly be limiting my contact with her for the reasons you have given. Thanks. She could also be gathering information for your soon-to-be ex. You need to be careful here. Be smart. Edit. I genuinely thank you all for the advice regarding Gina. I'll be cutting contact after she gets her test results back. Edit 2. You all were right. Gina's up to something. Tomorrow, once I've had some sleep, I'll update further, but thank you all for your advice. Now for the first update. Well, what an update I have for you all. Last night I got into a huge argument with Rick over the phone, talking about how I'm a bitch for breaking up with him, and plenty of other nasty things. Through the night I was anxious and insomniac, so as per so much of your advice, I started distancing myself from Gina. She sensed this and things blew up. She went into a rage and told me she had known about me. She knew I got married through mutual friends on Instagram. My profile is private, but friends and family posted about the wedding, so Gina saw our wedding photos. Gina texted me this morning after waking up to so many texts. She called me a fake bitch who makes up circumstances and lies about details. I blocked her after that. In my post and my texts, I was as accurate as possible without divulging too many details. I was also feeling petty from lack of sleep, so I did tag Rick in an IG story, telling everyone he was a cheater, and a few people responded saying they unfollowed or blocked him. I deleted it after 3 hours, but I know there were screenshots taken and the damage has been done. He called early this morning asking to talk, but I said everything was better said over text, so I had receipts, and he obliged. He basically said he'd accept divorce, and he'd give me almost everything I asked for, namely our TV and my car, since he'd contributed to some payments. We don't have many flashy things other than our gaming consoles, and neither of us are interested in the others. This obviously wasn't legally binding, but I'd imagine it's good ammo in the divorce. Rick came by before work to get a bunch of his things, and we were able to talk face to face. He apologized and asked, almost begged, for my forgiveness. Remembering comments about my dignity, I politely but firmly declined. He actually took this pretty well and asked me if I had any questions. I asked him, what the heck happened? According to Rick, Gina contacted him before she even moved. As many suspected she knew about me from the beginning, but simply didn't care. She didn't say outright that she was trying to get pregnant, but she gloated to her friends about having unprotected sex with Rick many times, so it's definitely suspicious as heck. He said he just couldn't resist her. To be quite frank, Reddit, I'm hotter than her. There's no question. That is the one thing about this whole situation that brings me a bit of light. Oh, and as predicted by so many of you, Gina and Rick are apparently still in a relationship. They're planning on keeping the baby and, get this, 2 or 3 hours after I wrote this out, he posted the gender reveal on his public Instagram. Like I never freaking existed. He's trying to get rent money from me, but there's not a chance in hell I'll be giving a cent to him. In fact, I'll be taking nearly everything. He knows he doesn't stand a chance at getting any of the furniture that I paid for or the vinyls I bought. Screw him. So many comments gave great advice, and I'm so grateful. I've officially cut off Gina, and I'm in the process of cutting off Rick outside the divorce. I'm living comfortably by myself in our apartment. I have a decent salary so I can afford it, but I let our landlord know that I'll be ending the lease in 2 months. He has a studio available, but I'm not sure I'll take it. For now, I'm in contact with my lawyer who says this whole process can be done in 6 months if everything goes well. I have a ton of hope for my future, and I truly appreciate all of you who commented on my first post. I might post a further update, or I might not. Regardless, I will get a happy ending and I'll be able to start fresh without him. Good riddance. Thank you for the update. You were smart to keep most of your contact with them on text, so you have proof of their actions. Gina tried to play girl's girl and make herself look good, but it was all so flimsy. She and your ex deserve each other. Guarantee he'll cheat again. They always do. Now it's time for you to live your best life. I know you're heartbroken and you need to heal. Do everything you love to do. Watch all the shows. Go dancing. Eat all the good food. Travel with friends. Survive and thrive while they try living down their appalling actions and life choices. Yes, cheaters cheat. Bet their relationship will blow up sometime in the next 5 years. Be sure to tell her to enjoy your rejected sloppy seconds. Ma'am, you didn't take my man. You took my problem. What I don't understand is why would he be begging for forgiveness if they were already planning on being together and keeping the baby? Or was that contingent on if you forgave him and took him back or not? If it was, then she was the backup plan. She was the backup plan. Well, honestly, his plan was probably to get me to forgive him and continue to cheat. Not happening. No way. Second update. Hey, wanted to give a quick update before I leave this account for a while. We'll perhaps check in periodically after a few drinks lol. Divorce is in the works. Gina is still pregnant. Rick's things are out of my house. To say my landlord understood would be an understatement. And I'm able to stay in my current place. Spoiler, I'm gonna end up on top. Sorry this isn't the juicy update some of you were anticipating, but the fact remains that I'm better for this whole crap show, and moving on means becoming stronger. Thanks for all your support, everyone. I've kept this login info, so I hope to update you. Reminder, you're loved and you matter. Love always. Third update. 9 months later. Hey y'all, just found this account again after months, so I figured I'd give an update. Quick recap. My ex cheated with a friend of mine from college, and she got pregnant, and it was his. She reached out to me to let me know because, apparently, she hadn't known about me before. Then it came out that she planned this. Honestly, it was a pretty painless divorce. He didn't fight for much since I bought most of our stuff. I left our place after my lease was up and moved about 4 hours away. My work is remote now, so it wasn't a hard transition, and I got to move closer to a lot of loved ones. Rick and Gina are still together, and they had their baby not too long ago. I don't keep up with their lives anymore for my own peace. I've been dating around a bit, but not much. I've been going to therapy and working through a lot of the trust issues that came from this, but it's a slow process, so I'm not in any kind of place to be in a serious relationship. I am happy though. I don't worry about things as much. I'm able to get more work done, and I'm able to have more meaningful fun with the people I love. It's a rather boring but an overwhelmingly positive update. Thanks for reading my story. Congrats on picking yourself up and healing through this trauma. You will be a better version of yourself from the experience. Oh, he's 100% gonna cheat on her too, if he isn't already. I still remember that part where he told you I couldn't resist, like he tripped and fell into someone else's bed. He's a gym trainer, surrounded by sweaty temptation in tight yoga shorts and pants all day long. She didn't steal your man. She stole your problematic trash that she mistook for treasure. Don't be surprised if he has cheated on her. He has resentment built since he got caught. Baby mama ruined his nice life. Knowing he is a gym trainer, he's aware he downgraded per OP's word. Even if baby mama found out he cheated, she isn't the type to leave with their kid. Hence more incentive for him to cheat on his baby mama. Baby mama thinks she won, but in the long run, she will be miserable. Okay, so I wasn't gonna comment, but that part about finally not worrying about things as much? Damn, I forgot what that felt like until I read this. It's wild how when you're with someone who makes you anxious all the time, you don't even realize it until they're gone and suddenly you can just breathe? Like you're not constantly checking your phone or wondering where they are or why they seemed off at dinner. The therapy for trust issues thing hits different too. Everyone acts like you should just get back out there. But nobody talks about how you literally flinch when someone new texts you late at night. Or how you catch yourself going through their followers like a freaking detective because your brain is still in survival mode. Anyway, OP, you're doing it right. Boring updates where you're just, okay? Those are the best ones, to be honest. Last story. My husband told me he settled for me. I was a single mom of 2 when I met my husband. My husband is 9 years older than me. I was 33 when we got married. I'm 41 now. My kids are grown and out of the house now too. My husband got drunk and revealed terrible things that I wish I just didn't know. He married me because he didn't want to die alone. He only had 2 relationships, 3 total if you include me. He's not attracted to women that look like me. He said I'm overweight, and he was very underwhelmed by my appearance, but he learned to love me on the inside because even though I'm ugly on outside, I'm so beautiful on the inside. And that's what makes me different from the other girls. And the way he said that to me, he made it sound so genuine, like he was saying something so sweet and romantic to me. But it's like, dude, you don't realize you just called your wife ugly? Like, wow, what? I cried so much that night. He did apologize so much since that happened, but I can't get out of my head that my husband thinks he's too good for me. He also said in no world he thought he would ever marry a single mom and basically be a cook and be a dad to someone else's kids. But he said he didn't want to die alone and I was his only option. So he took on my baggage. I think my husband thinks he deserves better because he's not overweight and he's more financially stable than most guys. I feel like that he thinks he deserves a hot 22-year-old girl with no kids. I don't know, honestly. But it does hurt me that he thinks I'm ugly, and he just married me because he didn't want to die alone. I've had people tell me to get over it and everyone settles, but I have a hard time believing that every married couple settles. Now for the advice. Holy hell, be prepared for the "I was drunk, I didn't mean it." And honestly, walk. There is no coming back from this that doesn't include excuses and justifications. You've got one shot at this life. Don't spend it like this. He did apologize the next day about everything, and he said that he shouldn't have said it like that. He didn't really take back anything that he said. It was more so insinuating to the fact that he just shouldn't have said it so bluntly the way he did. He says he fell in love with me for my personality and the person I am on the inside. He says it's basically like the show Love is Blind. He doesn't care anymore that I'm ugly, and he grew to fall in love with me for me. I would let him die alone. At least OP has her kids. He deserves nothing. And glad you married someone more financially well off too. It'll compensate you for the time and the lies he left you with. This is really sad for you. I'm sorry. You'll never see him the same again. Don't even try. Just go see a really great lawyer to make sure you are provided for. I guess his ultimate fear will come true. Let him die alone. We know why he has had so few relationships. He's not bringing as much to the table as he thought. Funny how he settled, but couldn't convince anyone on his range to be with him. What a loser. Wouldn't be surprised that, if you leave him, he'll start dating way younger girls. Only in his mind, though. He'd just be another sugar daddy for those girls. Exactly. He's delusional. If he could have done better, he would have. But he couldn't. So he's not settling. He got the best he could get. But now that you know he's got delusions of grandeur, are you going to settle?